Okay, so for this scenario, James and I are principal and vice principal, and we are working with Jana, who is our school's tech coach, who has not been performing well in some of her areas of responsibility. So we're going to discuss the challenges she's facing and develop a plan for better support of the areas that she's not doing well in. Um, so we'll get started. So hey, Jana, James and I wanted to have a check-in with you today to discuss your overall performance and get in sync on your responsibilities, where you're doing well, and areas where we can help you to improve.
Okay, sounds good.
First, we'd like to hear from you on how you think things are going.
Well, since first coming into the role, some aspects of the job have come easily to me, and some have been more of a struggle. I think I'm definitely still learning a lot.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. I think that in all of our roles, we are constantly learning.
So let's go through your responsibilities and talk about how each one is going and how we can support you or provide training on any areas that might be a struggle.
Okay, that makes sense.
So firstly, we want to say we think you're doing a great job working with us and the rest of the members on the administrative team to raise student achievement. As you know, we have seen some increased scores on local benchmarks and state assessments. I've also been reading through your informal teacher observations and saw that you had some great ideas on how to improve teacher practices. How do you feel that's going?
I really enjoyed the teacher observations. Teachers are very easy to work with. They actively show that they want to improve, and it's been wonderful seeing how they can combine their own self-reflections with feedback to find better solutions and improve their student learning outcomes.
Well, we agree, and we also think that your feedback and efficient management of the student curriculum program databases, as well as the student rosters, have facilitated our more effective communication with the teachers.
Oh, thank you.
Now, let's talk a little bit about all of the meetings that you need to lead and the ones that you attend. How do you feel that's going?
Well, participating in the grade level meetings have been really insightful, and I feel I add a lot of value to those meetings. It also helps me to give better feedback for teacher observation because I have a clear idea of what they need to achieve, as well as grade specific and school-wide concerns about technology integration. However, when I'm leading the meetings, I don't feel like they go as well as I would have hoped.
Okay, great. Let's talk a little bit more about that. Let's use the most recent grade level meeting that you led about leveraging data to identify and respond to achievement gaps. I know we had given you some feedback directly after the meeting, so what have you reflected on since then?
Yeah. When I got into the meeting, I felt nervous and lost my confidence. Then teachers weren't responding and participating in the way that I had hoped.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about that. Do you feel like you prepared for the meeting well?
I know what I had wanted to say, but I think that maybe I didn't organize the information too well.
Yeah, I would say that's a fair assessment. Do you think that there may be other areas where you also haven't organized the information well?
I think that the grade-wide data-informed intervention and reteach I led also could have been organized better.
Do you feel the same way when you meet with the teachers one on one?
No, when I meet with the teachers one-on-one, I organize our sessions based on their individual style. I think when I have to lead larger meetings, I get a little bit lost on where to start.
Well, I think that makes sense. So, for bigger meetings, why do you think that they're all there?
Well, each meeting has a different and specific goal.
Yeah, exactly. So for larger meetings, we should start with the goal and then organize the meeting and agenda based on how best to achieve the goal. For you, this might be the part of your job that's going to be the hardest battle. So we want to help support you. I think we can do a few things. So one, let's get you some more PD on leading people and public speaking. If you're open to it, I also think that we can assign you a mentor to help you strategize on how to structure your meetings.
Yeah, that would be great.
Firstly, let's set a deadline. The next grade level intervention meeting is in 3 weeks. Over the next 2 weeks, do you think you would be able to find and participate in some professional development webinars?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. We'll also
Mhm.
set you up with your first mentor tomorrow. Then we'll meet with you before the meeting to ensure that you're prepared and have another meeting afterwards to see how it went.
I am looking forward to it.
Thanks so much, Jana.
Thank you.
Great.